Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for SH Figuarts Shadow Moon. And this is the Renewal version, released in 2015. I do have the original one, and this will be a great opportunity to do a side-by-side comparison. Now, the one on the left here, I actually didn't really see much issues with it, unlike the older Kamen Riders where they had that weird waist joint. It's like a ball, which they fixed on the Renewal version, which I'm really happy for. But in this one, as you can see on the left here, it doesn't have that issue, but they probably have subtle mold changes, which we'll see or once I open this box here. And a friend of mine kind of convinced me to give it a shot, and I'm going for it. Maybe I like the new one more. I said the body is a little bit more bulkier. Other than that, yeah. I really like Kamen Rider Black. It's very nostalgic for me. One of the first Kamen Rider series I watched growing up. Really cool. Alright, so here's the box. And one thing that's different from the new one, from the old one is just a silver background, and the new one has more emphasis on the green. Kind of complements the eyes and his belt. So the new one has the green, and it will say here 2015. So if you're shopping around, if you want to get the Renewal, should have the green backing right there. Alright. Let's do more information. I believe it has the same as equipment sets. The only thing different will be the molding. Alright, that's it for the box. I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. I'll provide the link down below if you're interested. And let's take a look inside. Alright. Here we are, two of them side by side. Again, the old one, or the first one, is on the left, and the new one is on the right. Alright, so let's start with the head. The head, I actually don't see much difference. Yeah, although the eyes here is slightly bigger. It's the same design inside though. Yep. On the side of the head, it's the same, although the black triangles here are slightly bigger or slightly different from this one over here. And there's actually a small like seam line that goes through the new one, which you don't see on the old one. Just kind of odd. Now on the mouth guard, the new one has a more gunmetal or darker gunmetal gray as opposed to the old one. On the back here, likewise, this one seems like his neck is a little shorter than the old one. Yep. In terms of the shoulder and the arm, it's almost spot on. It's the same. Now for the body, I don't know if you can see that, but the new one seems to be a lot more bulkier than the old one. And the torso here is there's a little bit more gap here on the old one. The new one, it's a little bit more, or actually, I wonder if you can just pull it out. Nope. In terms of the belt, the circular part in the middle, I should just take a closer look at that. Alright, on the belt, basically there's kind of like a wheel there. On the new one, you kind of see it a little bit more. It's more pronounced. Otherwise, the design of the overall belt, it's the same in terms of details. Maybe a slight, a few things here and there, but it's almost the same belt. The only difference is the one in the middle. On the back here, it's the same, even the butt. Now for the legs, this one seems a little bit more, again, going along with the torso. Seems like you get more bulk. Yep. Even on the lower part here, seems like you got more bulk on the new one. Other than that, the toes are different. I found this a little weird. So the new one has more of a square toe. Kind of like this overall robotic look. The old one has more of the regular pointed, or slightly pointed. Although kind of like this a bit more. I think in the show it's more kind of like pointed as opposed to this one. but I could be wrong. Yeah, so very subtle changes. And honestly, from afar, it's kind of hard to tell. Other than the color again of the faceplate, this one's a little bit darker. So that's probably one of the few things that you can spot. Oh, this is the new one, and the belt is a little different there. Has more details. And looking at the silver they have, yeah, it's kind of hard to say, but this might be, or maybe it's just new. I have this one for display, so it's hard to say. But let's see what else. Actually, the waist here, seems like they've extended this out more. The waist part here is bigger. Again, with the overall bulk. Huh. Yeah, but they didn't really bulk up the arms. Interesting. Alright, so I think that's about it in terms of differences. Now let's take a look at the weapons, which actually there's not much different. Alright, we got the Satan Saber here. And I would say it's almost the same as the first one. I don't have it with me. I have it in my storage bin. I'm not going to make a comparison on that one. It's the same. Likewise, the same thing with his Shadow Sabers as well. Yep. So I believe, yeah. So this is the new one. This is the old one. It's almost the same mold, and it kind of is. The only thing different I would have to say is the new one, I could see the clear red plastic inside, especially in the bottom part here. Seems like didn't get a second pass of the silver paint. Yeah, you can see it from the seam line. Yeah. Other than that, it's not a big thing. It's almost the same. Likewise, the same thing with the shorter version of the Shadow Sabers. It's almost the same. You just kind of tell a little bit of red on the edges here on the seam line, or kind of like the panel lines here. Yep, I think that's pretty much how you will differentiate it. There's the stone in the middle. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. It's almost the same. Right, let's see what else I can add. Fillers. The fillers are made of hard plastic, similar to the old version. I'm not sure if I already pointed out. The fillers on the back here also, they're the same as the old style. It's collected on the C-clip. Other than that, actually a good friend of mine pointed out the joints or certain joints are kind of hidden on the new one, which is a little bit better. The old style, as you can see here, the shoulder, even if you try to close it in, there's a gap there, as well as the midsection here in the waist. On the new one, it's hidden a lot better, and yeah, it's even in the midsection here, so that's good. And just those subtle differences. Otherwise, again, from afar, they look the same. And my recommendations, if you already have the old one, it's really up to you if you want to upgrade your Shadow Moon. Personally, for me, it really depends. I would say if you don't have your Shadow Moon, highly recommend getting the Renewal. If you have one, it's something that you can consider. I mean, if you have the extra money to go for a new one, go for it. Or if you really want to upgrade, you can sell your old one and get the new one. It is a lot nicer in terms of the proportions. He's more, I got more bulk on his body and his legs. The only thing I don't like is the toes. I still prefer the pointed one from the old style. And yeah, for me, it's nice to have both of them. Now I can have one of them holding the Shadow Sabers and the other one using the Satan Sabers. So that's great. Alright, so that's about it for the review. Again, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. I'll provide the link down below. If you have any questions, let me know as well. And that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching. Can you spot the difference?